Hello, welcome to the Marc Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can hide yourself easily online, be as anonymous as possible using Proxychains and TOR. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So let's begin because we talked about proxy chaining and TOR, right? So let's talk a little bit about both so we can get a good understanding of it. So proxy chaining involves forwarding traffic from one proxy server to another. This method leverages your existing proxy servers with no additional changes to the network. It's a quick and easy way to forward your traffic to the Zscaler service from an existing on-premises proxy. That was Proxychains. Now let's talk about TOR. TOR, or also known as the Onion Router, is a free open source platform that uses onion routing to make it harder to track what you do online. TOR is a similar or very similar, to a VPN or private browser, but it's even more secure. TOR uses multiple layers of encryption to protect your privacy, including isolation. Each website you visit is isolated so that third-party trackers and ads can't follow you. Automated clearing, which is cookies and browsing history are cleared. And lastly, fingerprinting resistance. Your connection is prevented from being tracked by others. So let's get into it. But before I proceed, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. So TOR and proxy chaining. So the internet world, you'll need to consider how to be hidden as if you're wearing, the invisibility cloak, right? Invisibility cloak. The internet you saw is nothing but an iceberg. The more you go deeper, the darker it gets. By staying hidden, you reduce the risk of being tracked by, all kinds of people or hackers, who might want to steal your personal information or use your device for illegal purposes. So to reach a certain anonymity level, please follow these precise steps. Let's begin with the concept. Okay, let's begin with the concept. Let's say you're a hacker and you want to scan the FBI website. Strictly very not recommended, okay? You got some information about, the FBI systems by running several commands on your computer. To open ports, the operating systems used by the FBI, the services or service that runs on their system, literally everything. You could utilize that and exploit the vulnerability of the system even to penetrate in. Then in a few hours later, the police would knock down your door and say you're under arrest. Well, how could that possibly happen? Well, by the time that you scan the FBI website and gain several information about them, there's also a few things about you. The scan you sent, to them has a from address only by analyzing the logs. They'll know immediately your IP address and then track you down in Canada, simply as that. But don't worry, I'm not gonna ruin the fun, okay? So Proxychains. Proxychains could help you to run applications through a proxy server, which can help hide your IP address and encrypt your internet traffic. However, Proxychains alone does not provide anonymity on the internet. To achieve anonymity, we need to combine Proxychains and TOR. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. So why do we need proxy servers? Well, personally, I don't believe in things, like perfect anonymity. Well, when you use only one proxy server and your target knows that the IP address belongs to that proxy server, then, they can contact the provider asking for logs and boom, you got caught. Using many proxy servers also did not guarantee, it doesn't guarantee that you wouldn't get caught, but at least that simply, will make it harder to find. So now let's get into installation. I do not promote illegal activity. This is strictly for educational purposes. You cannot, if you do this without consent, you are in the wrong, okay? So the first thing you need to know is that Proxychains comes pre-installed in Kali Linux. So we'll just need to install the TOR service. Peter, please put that code on the screen. If the TOR is successfully installed, we need to activate the service with the command below. Now you need to locate where exactly the configuration file is needed to set up the Proxychains on your computer. Just like in a Harry Potter where you could use the Accio spell, we'll use the locate here. Hit the command below. So please, Peter, put that on the screen for the viewers as well. So now that you have the configuration file, you'll need to open that using the command below, and we'll see what we can do next. Peter, put that on the screen, Peter. So, okay, there are 4 options of proxy lists that we can utilize. There are dynamic chain, strict chain, round robin chain, and also random chain. The choice is between strict And dynamic, random, or round robin in proxy chains depends on the specific needs and requirements of the user, meaning you. As many things, each method has its own advantages and disadvantages. So below you can see that strict underscore chain is colored with white. That is because it comes to default. If you want to change that option, just uncommented the configuration using the pound sign, because we can only choose one, and I want to use the round robin chain. I put the pound sign in strict underscore chain and delete the pound sign in round underscore robin chain to activate it. Now, for the last touch, put the sock S5 127.0.0.1 9050 entry at the end of the file to specify the local socks proxy server and port that Proxychains will use to forward the traffic. Port 9050 is the default port that the TOR client software listens on for incoming SOCKS 5 connections. So why do we need the SOCKS 5 when we already got the SOCKS 4? SOCKS 5 is generally considered to be more secure than SOCKS 4, as it supports authentication and can encrypt the traffic between the client and the proxy server. So if you are done, just save the configuration file by pressing the Control button and X at the same time. So now we get into the moment of truth. Now you can use the proxy chains to hide yourself. So here, Peter, you can put that on screen as well. I tried to access the browser, Firefox, and do the DNS leak test. So I believe on the screen is the IP address that I got, and I suppose my location. So currently, you can see I'm not in Vienna, and Proxychains will keep changing my IP address and also the location for the next few times. You can add your own configuration by adding a free IP that you obtain from free proxy servers available online. You can make them guess where actually your location is. Imagine someone searching for you on the other side of the world, and they end up finding nothing. It could be quite frustrating, mate. So that is what I have for you today. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Once again, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Do you have a better method using Proxychains and TOR? Do you think that one of my steps is flawed? You have a better method, better step, or do you think it's not even worth it to hide yourself online using Proxychains and TOR? If you think this whole technique is trash, please let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your support. Stay safe and see you on the next video.